Good morning. I started and stopped this video. Sorry, the lighting was really weird. It still is kind of pretty bright, but that's okay. Um, so I pulled out cards. Sorry, um, Devil being the situation. Present influence is Eight of Wands. Future influence, Three of Wands. Challenge, Queen of Pentacles, and advice is Empress. I like the advice a lot, no matter what the situation is. The Empress is one of my favorite cards as far as um, being a nurturing person. So the Devil. Okay, the bottom of the deck too was the King of Wands. So whatever this situation is, I'm going to tell you, I feel like it's about a lot of passion. Um, and I may step on some toes here, but I really feel like it's a physical passion. And I feel like that this could be some kind of addiction. Either you're addicted to someone that you have a lot of passion with, um, and it's on your mind constantly. Like you're thinking about this person or this situation. It could even be that, but it is about passion. I feel like it's about physical passion because I have the Empress, the King of Wands, the Devil. Yeah. There's just a feeling that I feel like it's about that. So this could be considered kind of a sexual reading, but that's okay, right? It's but the passion could also definitely be about other things you're doing. So it could be about projects, it could be about anything, but this is the way I feel right now, that this is kind of where it's leading. So the Devil would mean that this is something that you can't get off your mind, or you're constantly being pulled to it. Um, so if there's a situation in your life that makes you feel very passionate, you're being pulled to it. And I will tell you, it's kind of either you go back and forth. It can be kind of an irritating feeling, but at the same time, it's a feel good feeling. So you're kind of like mixed about how to proceed in your mind. Um, yeah, the Eight of Wands, I feel like it means there's a lot of energy going towards this. So a lot of your energy is pulling you that way. You may even decide to take a trip, or move towards this passion, this addiction, this thing that has you kind of tied up. And the Devil in this deck is very interesting. He's got his hands out, like, come here, like, I've got you. And it shows like a puppet on a string. And I don't want to say that the Devil is always that, because it's really not. It can be about our inner passions and our secret, our hidden things that we don't necessarily tell the world about. It doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. It can be anything that you are kind of secretive about. You don't blurt it out to the world. But he's got his hand out. And I feel like that kind of coincides with the Eight of Wands. The energy coming in feels to me like, here I am. Are you going to come get it? That's kind of what I feel about it. And I feel like you are going for it. Like this present influence is you moving in that direction. You taking initiative with a lot of energy and a lot of passion. There's a lot of passion in these cards. I feel like, because of the King of Wands, Eight of Wands, and Three of Wands. And I feel like in the future, you're going to be in a position where you're kind of waiting for all of this to come together. Like, things are in motion with that Eight of Wands. You set them in motion. Now you're just waiting for the to reap your benefits from it. And this could be even something this honestly could be something you're passionate about. Like if you're starting a business or a project or a side hustle or something like that. It could be even something like that where you're kind of being secretive about it, in the respect that you're not announcing it to the world, and you're passionate and you're almost addicted to it. So it could be something that you can't let go of, right? You've got to get this done. You've got to get this moving. And the future influence is things coming in. So you're influenced by, having things come in, and this feels good. Like it feels like whatever this is, the future, what's influencing the future is a very positive movement. Like that. So challenge is the Queen of Pentacles, which I feel like the challenge here is being stable. So in a way, this could definitely be about a side hustle, or be about maybe a new job, or doing a business on your own or something like that. But the challenge is, how do I stay stable, and how do I almost feel like it's um, doing the right thing. I almost sometimes think of the Queen of Pentacles as what sometimes, this isn't all the time, but sometimes I think, oh, this is the righteous person, that the other part of the devil. So you've got the devil and the angel, right? Even though this isn't an angel, this is something I really want to do, and it's not necessarily maybe the best thing for me. But the challenge is getting past this other idea. I've got to be grounded, got to be stable, that kind of challenge. So I really feel like that's kind of the way it's going here. So challenge is getting through that and going, you know what? I don't have to be like everybody else. Not everybody gets their money the same way. Not everybody needs to follow the normal rules. Go to school, get a job, get a diploma, get a degree, get a job, blah blah blah, and then work your way up and become this, where I feel like the devil is taking you out of that comfort zone. And this is definitely for those of you in relationships where it's a more physical addiction. Can go either way. This can be job or physical. Advice is Empress. And I feel like this is really nice advice, because it's telling you to embrace the nurturing side. So if it's a physical relationship or a physical thing that you have on your mind, embrace that. Embrace whatever this is, and nurture whatever this is. Don't be fooled by it, ashamed by it, any of those things, because if it's important to you, it's important. Now, I want to be clear that this can't be unhealthy addictions either. Like, sometimes we can be so fixated on something that it is unhealthy. So want to be very careful. You don't want to nourish something or nurture something that's, not to your best benefit, but only you can decide that. And if this is like a job or a new project, a new side hustle, something, nurture what you're doing, because it's important to you. With that Eight of Wands and the Three of Wands and the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, to me that all says that this is important to you. The devil is only telling me that this addiction is in your head, or it's not an addiction. This thinking that this isn't necessarily the right way to go is in your head, not necessarily, a true issue. So really process that, because being that the challenge is the Queen of Pentacles, you're challenging your beliefs, or what you feel like is the standard way of doing things. So and this is saying, nurture yourself. What's important to you, and what makes you feel alive, and what makes you feel good about yourself. And I think that's really important. So there you have it. Kind of an interesting little reading today. Bless you and have a wonderful day. And Happy New Year.